They could do nothing but weep as the bodies of their loved ones were taken out of their homes. Victims who had sat down at the end of the day only to have their lives cut short by armed gunmen. Residents look on at the bodies strewn on the streets. By 9 a.m., police and Kenya Defence Forces soldiers had collected 48 bodies. As the mop-up operation continues, the stark reality is that more could be found. At the hospital, the injured writhe in pain as others come to terms with a nightmare. According to eyewitnesses, at least 50 armed gunmen in 2 minivans started shooting indiscriminately at residents as they were entering Mpeketoni town. They went further to attack the Mpeketoni police station, where they are said to have made away with armor. During the attack, the men set fire to a petrol station, hotels, and several other buildings, including a bank. This morning, only a shell of the buildings were left. According to police, the gunmen engaged the security officers in gunfire for hours and then they escaped. It is not clear if some of the assailants were killed in the process. However, one police officer lost his life. Though police believe the attack was carried out by Al-Shabaab sympathizers, no group has come out to claim responsibility for it. Catherine Omwanto, KTN.
All right, that report from Catherine Omwantha, just piecing together some of the information that we have for you so far. We're glad you're watching special and continued coverage of the Mpeketoni attacks. And we also want to listen in on what some of those on the ground had to say, including Red Cross officials, the Deputy Governor in Lamu County.
So far, the bodies which have managed to collect on the streets and which have already taken to our local mortuary are that of them. But there are still some more bodies lying on the way to Kibaoni and some still on the streets. And on the same, we are unable to identify, as at now we have not yet identified the little number of the casualties who might be in the other hotels which have already been burnt down like the one at Blissview. As we have seen, they burnt down the Blissview Hotel, and we are sure of it was difficult for any person to come out of that area because they were pinning down fully. So the casualties of the bodies which have already collected and which are the mortuary are 30. The police officers have already gone around collecting other bodies, and what I say, this situation is not only affecting the people from Mpeketoni or the county, the Lamu County, but the fact is that those guys were in large number because there were over 50 of them. They were in 2 vans, and I hear from sources that they have already burnt down their vans, and they might have escaped into the forest because I don't believe that they went all through the roads because their officers had taken ambush in each and every corner. But on the same, what I say, there was some delay in terms of response, though we cannot blame it much on the police because they also never knew where to attack them from. But the situation went on for around 4 hours before they left for the outskirts of the town, where they also murdered some individuals before taking off.
The moment we are referring 2 patients from Mpeketoni to Lamu for further medical assistance. Because the doctor says, yeah, they need this kind of assistance. But otherwise, we arrived quite early, but unfortunately, most of the casualties were unfortunately lost their lives. So most of them are actually dead. Visibly, yes, you can be able to see some banks destroyed, a hotel has been burned down, and quite a number of residential and business premises have also been burned down. We've seen destruction of motor vehicles, we've seen destruction of tractors. Quite a lot of property has been damaged, and we still maybe don't know the exact value of this damage.